Hello my friends, this is Justice Anthony Knight and I am the SciTech Sentinel. Today I have the honor and privilege to fill in for Lisa Haven. The honor and privilege, but also a warning to issue to each and every one of you that you need to be aware that there's somebody walking up behind you with a gun pointed to the back of your head. And I'm not joking, this is serious. You're all aware of who Google is, and you may be aware that the parent company of Google is a company called Alphabet. And some of you may even be aware that the president of that company is named Sergey Brin. If you're not aware, you need to be. Who is Sergey Brin? Look at this Wikipedia article here. Sergey Brin is a Russian-American computer scientist and internet entrepreneur. Together with Larry Page, he co-founded Google. Brin is the president of Google's parent company, Alphabet. Alphabet. I'm going to keep saying that. I've said that on my broadcast. Alphabet's running many companies, including DeepMind, which is deeply involved in AI. And so, why do I say AI? Well, let's watch a clip of Sergey Brin so we can put a face to the name.
I didn't pay attention to it at all, to be perfectly honest. Myself having been trained as a computer scientist in the 90s, everybody knew AI didn't work. It's not like, people tried it, they tried neural nets, none of them worked out.
So as you saw in the video clip, an innocent enough looking man, sweatshirt, messed up hair, didn't even think AI was going to work. This man just censored 83 million YouTube videos, nearly overnight, technically in a course of 2 months, and some of which probably deserve to be knocked down, but not all of them. And who gives him the rights? Well, he owns it. He can do what he wants. But the programmers who work on YouTube and many other companies that he's responsible for are about to revolt against him. Yeah, in all seriousness. And why? Because of this topic in this article that was published, stating Google is pursuing the Pentagon's giant cloud contract quietly, fearing an employee revolt. Jumping immediately into the article. Last August, U.S. Defense Secretary James Mad Dog Mattis made a journey to the West Coast and met with Google founder Sergey Brin and CEO Sundar Pichai. Over a half day of meetings, Google leaders described the company's multi-year transition to cloud computing and how it was helping them to develop into a powerhouse for research and development into artificial intelligence. Just so you know, the name of this contract is the JEDI contract. It's worth $10 billion. Sergey didn't have a traditional meeting with the Pentagon at which he went out and got company support and everybody was behind him and prepared it. Oh no, he did it secretly. Him and his CEO went out basically under the cover of darkness to make sure his employees didn't find out. So a man who looks so innocent, who's now censoring YouTube videos, who now goes and meets with the Pentagon secretly, who allegedly had no idea AI would ever work, but yet created a backbone to it. And why is his employees revolting? Why do I get so upset? Why do I stumble on my words in these articles? Because I get so passionate about them? Here's why. Published on the National Post, The Business of War, Google employees protest work for the Pentagon. The company subsequently described its work on Project Maven as non-offensive in nature, though the Pentagon video analysis is routinely used in counterinsurgency and counterterrorism operations. Let's back up really quick. What is the JEDI program? Very quickly, very briefly, getting information to our frontline soldiers so that they can excel their attacks in the information base within it. So the man who's got AI is now going to put cloud-based learning so that militarization can happen faster, based on better information. The same man who's censoring YouTube videos. The same man who controls one of the largest databases in the world. A Russian scientist. Let's go back to the employee article. Thousands of Google employees, including dozens of senior engineers, have signed a letter protesting the company's involvement in a Pentagon program that uses artificial intelligence to interpret video imagery and can be used to improve the targeting of drone strikes. 3,100 signatures in total. We believe that Google should not be in the business of war, says the letter addressed to Sundar Pichai, the company's chief executive. It asked that Google pull out of the Project Maven, a Pentagon pilot program, and announce a policy that will not ever build warfare technology, the kind of idealistic stance, while certain non-shared by all Google employees, comes naturally to a company whose motto is, don't be evil. Their motto is, don't be evil. From a man who pretends he didn't think AI would ever work at one point in time, and maybe he did, but he had no hesitation on creating what is now going to be, oh wait, this is going to be non-confrontational software. But his employees are coming back and saying, oh no way in heck, these are going to facilitate drone strikes. So now you're going to take your artificial intelligence, which you're by far one of the three leaders in artificial intelligence at this point. You're going to take one of the largest databases in the world, and you're now going to militarize it. So who's that person walking up behind you with the gun behind your head? I told you I wasn't joking. Everybody needs to pay attention to what Google is doing and the implications of the technology that, once again, Elon Musk has warned that we cannot control this technology. What makes Sergey Brin thinks that he is the one who can control it? No one person can. And hence his employees are about to revolt. AI is about to take a step forward that it should never take. And what's even worse is he's going to laugh in your face. On your screen, you're going to see an article. And it's titled, Google's Sergey Brin warns of the threat from AI in today's technology renaissance. I'm not even going to read the article. He's warning of AI. He's warning of the threat from AI, but you're creating it. You're giving it the database. You're giving it the mind. You're giving it the speed. You're giving it everything it needs to identify each and every one of you who's on the other side of this video right now watching. Don't believe this man for a minute. Don't believe a word that's coming out of their mouths. All they're ever doing is selling you a bill of goods, because once they implement and once they execute, there is no turning back. So turn around and look behind you. And we all need to confront this attacker before we don't see him coming next time. And I want to thank each of you again, and please always remember, and Lisa, one of her best sponsors is getthetea.com. Get the Tea is an amazing, life-changing tea. Go to their website, look it up. Their website's at getthetea.com. And I want to thank each of you for joining me again today. This has been Justice Anthony Knight filling in for Lisa Haven. And until next time, Godspeed, my friends.